Manipur observes a Saroi Khangba ritual marking Lamta Thangchak. Hello and welcome to Istv English News at 2. Now we have the news in detail. The traditional rituals of Saroi Khangba were held widely today, which is the first Saturday of Lamta month of the Manipuri lunar calendar. It may be noted that Saroi Khangba rituals are performed every year to appease the evil spirits on the first Saturday of Lamta month. As part of the ritual, families contributed food items such as rice and vegetables, which were offered to satisfy the spirits believed to demand food from humans.
Lamtagi ahanbat thangga dumisida agimpali hudom laikai nasana na ikoi khuding mangna imu phataba laimu phataba lai saroi hungphuma pangi mafamda ngamjaba hairang lairang sing hawai duk maira kasaduna misi mina yahan bigado asi thong tingbiramu asang thong hangbiramu haidana akoi meyamna urumjari aduga loino lenana madipura thoiba irangje nemga anbidana ingna santi oina pan baleba ama ohenbiro nana koina soi gibalan giba yaroga su bijibina pinana net giba tengiba yaroga su nasana naini khalaga ngapiu.
International Affairs Cell of Dhanamantri University organized a one-day workshop on fully funded higher education opportunities for international students in South Korea at the university's science block today. The function was attended by Vice Chancellor of Dhanamantri University, Professor W. Chan Babu, as special guest, while Principal Scientist at Samsung SDI of Samsung Materials Research Complex, Suwon, South Korea, Dr. Jiten Nongmaithem, and operations personnel at King Sejong Institute, Imphal, and Korea Cultural Center, India, Embassy of South Korea, New Delhi, Dr. Min Jae Park attended as resource persons. Speaking on the sidelines, coordinator of the International Affairs Cell, Dr. Binota Thokchom, said the workshop is organized to underline the opportunities of pursuing higher studies in foreign countries to the students. She said the resource persons will share their experiences of South Korea and will help prepare the students to pursue quality education in South Korea.
Nasigi oina sinjariba programs di Korean language katang ginatiko. Ay Korean language tambagi kanda basulay achaw company Korean companies sinda changba kanda mogi package yam chawi plus developed country or bilna mogi quality shu yamna phazai hai tare adugi develop oiba pot sindo akoi Manipur da dum tamjan ngai oibu oi common experience leiraga lakta di Manipur da moina anova ama adugi level du da hangjaba ngamta di yam laiba phaba oidini ko adubu ngasi ngangbi da Dr. Jiten Nongmaithem hana amasu yawbiri ko mana taurisina Korean language the focus to bana to Korean haidi atopa country da chatla kanda higher studies to biya haidi postdoc PhD alagi scientist ke ka oibi ai hebane ko.
The Wabagai Lamkai Bazaar Board has opposed any move to change the name of Wabagai Lamkai Bazaar in Kukching district, stating that the market has carried the name since the time of their forefathers and continues to be officially registered under it. Speaking at a press meet held at the board's office in Wabagai Lamkai, Chairman M. Sajo Meitei said the market was formally registered under the existing name and that any alteration would create complications, particularly with certificates and other official documents issued by the board. He informed that the initiative to establish the market began in 1973 through the efforts of elders from Wabagai and neighboring villages, and that the market started functioning in 1976. He added that the land on which the market stands is presently registered in the name of the Bazaar Board, and therefore the board does not support any proposal to change its name. Secretary Mengbam Nodia Chan clarified that the land for the present market was provided by Moirangthem Nimai of Wabagai Leirak Achoba without bargaining. He further stated that following the registration of the market in 1993, land on both sides of the road originally belonging to the state was processed accordingly. A portion was reportedly reserved for future road expansion, while the remaining area was included in the Jamabandi Patta. Upon issuance of the patta, all relevant government dues, including revenue and premium charges, were paid. The board further urged the concerned authorities to name the newly constructed market as Imakaithel Wabagai Lamkhai Hianglam Wabagai. Members of the Wabagai Lamkhai Bazaar board were also present at the press conference.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟꯗꯤ ꯋꯥꯂꯝꯈꯥꯏ ꯕꯖꯥꯔ ꯕꯣꯔꯗ ꯑꯅ ꯔꯦꯁꯥꯔꯆ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯔꯦꯁꯥꯔꯆ ꯕꯣꯗꯤꯁꯤꯒ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯕꯗ ꯃꯤꯡ ꯊꯣꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯦꯞ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯇꯥꯡ 14 ꯊꯥ 2016ꯁꯤꯗ ꯏꯅꯧꯅꯧꯅ ꯉꯔꯥꯡ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯇ ꯉꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯖꯅꯔꯦꯜ ꯕꯣꯗꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯇꯤꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯐꯝꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯋꯥꯔꯦꯞ ꯂꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕꯖꯥꯔꯁꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯊꯣꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯀꯩꯊꯦꯜ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯥꯔꯛꯄꯅꯤꯅ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯀꯩꯊꯦꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯃꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯤꯡꯗꯨꯃ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯒ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯀꯩꯊꯦꯜ ꯋꯥꯕꯒꯥꯏ ꯂꯝꯈꯥꯏ ꯍꯤꯌꯥꯡꯂꯝ ꯋꯥꯕꯒꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯍꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯕꯖꯥꯔ ꯕꯣꯔꯗꯀꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯗꯗꯤ ꯋꯥꯕꯒꯥꯏ ꯂꯝꯈꯥꯏ ꯕꯖꯥꯔꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯔꯦꯖꯤꯁꯇꯥꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯡꯀꯥꯏ ꯀꯥꯏꯍꯟꯗꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯅ ꯔꯦꯖꯤꯁꯇꯥꯔ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯊꯦꯠꯄ ꯈꯣꯠꯄꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯩ.
A meeting of the District TB Forum was held in Thoubal Deputy Commissioner's Conference Hall on Friday to review ongoing activities and discuss measures to further strengthen efforts towards tuberculosis elimination. The meeting was chaired by DC of Thoubal Yumnam Robita, who also serves as chairperson of the District TB Forum. During the session, District TB Officer Dr. Samin presented a detailed overview of initiatives being implemented to control and eliminate tuberculosis in the district. The Deputy Commissioner emphasized the importance of active participation and coordinated efforts from all sections of society to effectively combat and eradicate TB. The meeting was attended by Chief Medical Officer of Thoubal, Dr. Y. Nokul, Medical Superintendent of District Hospital Thoubal, Dr. W. Ruhini Kumar, District TB Unit Coordinator Thongam Steffi, as well as sub-divisional officers, sub-deputy collectors, and block development officers of Lilong and Thoubal subdivisions, among others. The Indian National Congress launched the Sangathan Shrijan Abhiyan in Chandel district as part of its nationwide organizational restructuring drive. AICC observer for Kutching and Chandel District Congress committees, Prafulla Vinod Rao Gudadhe, formally launched the campaign during his visit to the district. The Sangathan Shrijan Abhiyan campaign aims to strengthen the party's structure at the grassroots level by reforming the process of identifying, appointing, empowering, and ensuring accountability of District Congress Committee presidents. Party leaders stated that the focus is on building a more functional and people-connected leadership structure. As part of the process, observers have been tasked with holding extensive consultations with party workers, elected representatives, former office bearers, and members of civil society to identify suitable candidates for leadership roles. The restructuring process will culminate in the appointment of new District Congress Committee presidents. Following this phase, the party plans to revive block, mandal, and village Congress committees to ensure wider organizational presence. MPCC Secretary and Pradesh Congress Committee Observer for Chandel and Technopal districts, Wahidur Rahman, said the objective of the campaign is to rejuvenate the party from the grassroots by identifying energetic and dynamic leadership. Reports indicate that 12 candidates have filed nominations for the post of President of the Chandel District Congress Committee. The program, hosted by the Chandel District Congress Committee, was attended by more than 60 executive members and well-wishers, including representatives from the Mahila Congress Committee, Block Congress Committee, and Youth Congress Committee. Congress leader Muidau Makunga from Technopal Assembly constituency also attended the event and welcomed the initiative, describing it as a positive step towards strengthening the party at the district level. The AICC observer later held one-to-one interactions with executive members and presidential aspirants, seeking suggestions and discussing strategies for organizational transformation.
This is not just an administrative exercise, it is political and ideological campaign to rebuild the party in the spirit of the Bharat Jodo Yatra and Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. These yatras help reaffirm the Congress ideology of justice, inclusive and secularism. This Abhiyan is the organizational expression of the message. The Abhiyan is about decentralizing power and creating space for new leadership from SC, ST, OBC, minority, women, youth and all committed Congress workers.
Now we have the national and international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President of Brazil Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva are holding bilateral talks in New Delhi. During the meeting, they will be reviewing the entire gamut of bilateral relations. The two leaders are expected to exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest, including cooperation in multilateral fora, reformed multilateralism, global governance, and issues concerning the Global South. India and Brazil are strategic partners since 2006. The two countries share common views on various international issues, including UN reforms, climate change, and combating terrorism. Both countries also enjoy an excellent cooperation in plurilateral fora such as BRICS, IBSA, G20, G4, International Solar Alliance, Global Biofuel Alliance, Coalition for Disaster Resilience Infrastructure, as well as in the larger multilateral bodies such as the UN, WTO, and UNESCO. Leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha and senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today appeared before a court in Bhiwandi, Maharashtra, to furnish a new surety in the defamation case filed against him by an RSS activist in 2014. The Bhiwandi Magistrates Court had asked Gandhi to present a fresh surety in the case, as a former Union Home Minister Shivraj Patil, who had stood as his surety or guarantor, passed away in December last year. Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh activist Rajesh Kunte filed a complaint in the court alleging that the Congress leader made objectionable statement against RSS during an election rally in 2014 at Sonali village. U.S. President Donald Trump has said that he will impose a new global 10% tariff using alternative laws after Supreme Court's decision to strike down many of his original tariffs. The new tariffs will come under a law that restricts them to 150 days. He made that announcement after lashing out at the Supreme Court for striking down much of his sweeping tariff infrastructure as an illegal use of emergency power. Trump said he is absolutely ashamed of justices who voted to strike down his tariffs and called the ruling deeply disappointing. Meanwhile, the Indian External Affairs Ministry has said that both India and the United States are working to finalize the mutually beneficial trade agreement as per the joint statement adopted recently. Addressing media in New Delhi, Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said a delegation from India led by the chief negotiator will visit the US next month. At least 10 people were killed and 24 injured, including 3 children, in Israeli strikes in Lebanon's eastern Bekaa Valley yesterday. Another 2 people were killed by an Israeli strike on a Palestinian refugee camp earlier in the day. Israel said it has hit command centers of the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah in Bekaa Valley. However, there is no immediate statement from Hezbollah. Local television footage from the scene of one of the strikes in the Bekaa showed the targeted site appeared to be an apartment building, and emergency crews were fighting a fire and searching in the rubble for survivors. Now, before we close the headline once again. Manipur observes Sarai Khangba ritual marking Lamta Thangja. That's all for the moment. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.